the desk to take a look at some of Castle's involvement in the World Cup event here in South Africa. Alistair, thanks so much for joining us at the desk. I mean, let's take a look first of all at your take on the World Cup so far, despite South Africa being out of the running.
It's been amazing. It's been wonderful to be involved, even though we're not an official sponsor, you know, to welcome the world to South Africa. And, you know, soccer fans love drinking beer. And that's been fun for us to get involved, and we sponsor Bafana, so that's been our journey.
Your take on South Africa's hosting of the matches and, you know, the teams here in the country. I mean, of course, you've said you've already been to 6 matches, and that's one of the downfalls of your job.
It's been fabulous. I think South Africa's done a fantastic job to host the tournament. I think the organisation has been brilliant, and, you know, I think South Africans have been very friendly, welcomed the world to our country with open arms, and we've really enjoyed it.
Well, certainly it's an event that Castle Lager has invested heavily in. I mean, let's take a look at to what extent here, because it has really been in the build-up to the event, hasn't it?
Yes, so we got behind Bafana last year to get the nation to rally behind the team, and that's been fantastic. And then we got the nation ready to host the world, and we've had all sorts of initiatives. We've built some taverns in the townships where we've upgraded them for people to view the spectacle of the World Cup in nice surroundings. We've upgraded 550 taverns, and that's been sensational. Well,
all of your involvement, I mean, highlights the role you've played in job creation, in community development, in social responsibility as well. Let's take a look at the way Castle is viewing this in terms of investment and the return on investment it seeks to derive.
Well, you know, Castle's part of the fabric of South Africa, and what we've done in terms of leaving a legacy is we've created these kingdoms in the township markets. We've had our 16 super fans running around the country, rallying everybody. And
16 super fans.
16 super fans. So we selected one guy from each Premier Soccer League team, and we brought them together as the 16 super fans behind Bafana. And these guys have been going around the country rallying everybody to support Bafana. And you know, sadly Bafana's out now, but that was a wonderful journey. And then we've got what we call our Bulla Booters, who are guys who drive around in 2-person teams, and they open their boots and they take a braai out and they braai some boerewors and they offer some castles. And you can imagine the foreigners from overseas being exposed to that. They can't believe the hospitality.
How does this tie in with Castle's strategy and your brand here in the country?
So this has been a wonderful part of our journey, because, you know, we're the sport of the people, the beer of the people. We've been behind football, and we're very much part of South Africa. We're an icon of South Africa. So, you know, Frank Zappa once said every country needs a beer. And we are that, you know. So when the world came here, the beer that they're going to drink is Castle Lager, and the journey's been amazing.
Let's take a look at that, though, because I mean there are pretty stringent marketing rules that have that have come to the fore from FIFA. We've got Budweiser being sold at the stadiums themselves. I mean, how do you actually go about that without being accused of ambush marketing?
Yeah, so we're really not into that. We understand the rights of sponsors, and FIFA are very good at looking after their sponsors. So we've avoided any form of conflict. We've actually worked with FIFA to make sure that we're not contradicting anything or conflicting with Budweiser. We've operated outside of the stadia, and we've made sure that our bars and taverns around the country are well stocked.
But that's your bars and taverns. I mean, if you look at the fan parks on a broader scale, those also, beer has to be sold with non-labels, right?
Yes, so we helped with the fan parks to provide the beer, but we weren't allowed to brand the beer, so it was called South Africa Lager, and that was also a way of us supporting the tournament, I think, is to make those fan fests viable. You can't have a fan fest without beer in it.
Yeah, well, while you're looking at it very much, you know, with a positive spin, with a positive angle here, I mean, what kind of impact has this had in terms of denting your profile and the kind of impact you could have had if your brand was out there and in full force?
Well, you know, I think the fan fests are a small part of the tournament. They've worked quite well, although the weather hasn't been great. So most people have been indoors watching the football, and obviously those are in the outlets where our branded product is sitting. But our assistance working with FIFA in the fan fests has been great, and I've actually enjoyed working with FIFA on that. and we've been proud of what we've done there to provide the beer.
Well, it's still a while yet to go. Alistair, we're going to have to leave it there.